Good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I am out in the shop. It is Sunday morning. What I plan to do today is I have a couple of blanks that I put together a few weeks ago. I started recording videos on them there for the Taylor Murfield pens, and there's two of those, and there might be a third one. And then I wanted to announce we finally had a winner on these two blanks. The two blanks from, let me pick them up here. I got to get a hand on them. These are the two blanks from Robert Dudinsky. And I asked you guys 2 videos ago, the video on Friday, to pick which one you would like to see me turn. So we're going to prep the winner today. And I got to say, it was a landslide. There were 20 people who put in a vote. And it was 3 times the winning blank. It wasn't close at all. The winning blank had 3 times the votes as the other blank. Now, they're both gorgeous, and they will both eventually get turned. But for today, we're going to start turning the blue one. 15-5 blue one. So all you green fans out there, thank you so much for voting. Don't worry, we will turn the green one at some point in the future. What I think I will do is Robert provided me with powder coated white tubes. I think I will probably take the green one to the hobby store and maybe pick up some green paint and maybe like an emerald green or some color that might kind of set the green off and really kind of make it pop. And then we'll do a set of tubes and turn that one into another pen. I had a question today. Angie McLaren asked, what type of paint do you use? And I want to talk about a couple things here. First off, I always talk about painting the tubes. That's the wrong thing to say. I don't paint the tubes. I actually paint the inside of the blank. And what I mean when I say that is I drill my blank and then I take a Q-tip and I dip it into my paint and I rub it in and out of the inside of the blank from both sides, let it dry, and then I go back and look if there are any, hold it up to the light and look if there are any areas that need a little more paint. Because sometimes, as it dries, it could, run around or whatever. But I go ahead and put a second coat. Now, when you paint a blank, the inside of a blank, don't lay it flat. Let me grab a blank to show. Here we go. This will work. This is just a piece of wood. Let's say this is a blank and we painted the inside of it. Don't lay it down like this. What will happen is all the paint will pool at the bottom of the tube. You want to set it like this. And what I like to do is put a piece of wood under each end of it so the paint can drip out. Otherwise, if you just let it sit flat on a surface, the paint will run down the tube and it will form like a little bulge in the bottom of the tube and make it difficult to get your tube to a bulge in the bottom of the blank that makes it difficult to get your tube in. Now, that's okay to do that if you cut your tube long and you're going to hack the end of it off, because that end will probably be difficult to deal with, with the excess paint down there. The second thing is, and to get back to Angie's question, and I did respond to her in the comments, and it was a great question, what type of paint do you use? I like Testor Model Paint, T-E-S-T-O-R. You get it at Hobby Lobby, you get it at Michael's, you get it at any hobby store. A lot of times discount stores like Walmart will have it, but they usually have a box of like 6 or 8 paints that you buy in the model department. I like going to the hobby stores because I can walk in with my blank and I can go up to a rack and they have like, I don't know, have 50, 100 colors there, and you can just basically hold it up to the bottles and find the one that matches the best, for your blank. And I want to say it's like $1.50 a bottle or something, $1.58 a bottle. So it's not super expensive, which is great. It's not cost prohibitive. And Q-tips, most people have those in their, in their house. So those aren't expensive if you need those. They're easy to come by. That's generally what I like to do. So, and I will demonstrate that when I do my next blank. I've got to get back in the habit of painting the inside of my blanks. I have fallen out of that habit. I have forgotten so many times because I don't do it often. And when you don't do something over and over, you tend to lose your edge. What the tricks and tips, you tend to lose them. But I got to get back to doing that, and I will show what I just talked about when I turn that green blank. So for now, let me get busy and I'll start prepping the blue blank. And as soon as we get the blue blank prepped and the tubes glued in, and we're going to get a chance to try out, this will be perfect. This will be a chance to try out my my little caddy here of all of my glue up supplies, as well as my saw with all of the needed tools right there on it. So we're gonna get a chance to try those things out and see if I missed anything, which would be great. But once we get that done, we're gonna start turning some pins or some pin blanks and hopefully get a couple of these ones that have been sitting around for a while put together so I can get some videos out for you guys. All right, I will keep you posted on what happens. Well, it's been a fun day in the shop. I finally got around to turning this Taylor Murfield pin. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is a fountain pen, and I did record it, so there'll be a video out as soon as I can get it edited. I don't know what the time frame looks like for that, but I am really happy with the blank and how it turned out. It's gorgeous, and I used a new product today. Well, actually, I used a product that I used when I first started turning, some micro mesh. They're not pads. They're like sheets, right? And I haven't used them for years. I got away from them when I found the micro mesh pads. But when I do hybrids, I like to be able to polish the resin part of it up. And if I use my micro mesh pads, I don't like to use them dry because it kind of burns them up a little bit. So I used these sheets dry to polish, and I got a gorgeous, gorgeous shine. Then I was able to put the CA. I didn't have to wait overnight to let the moisture evaporate from the blank, because when you use those micro mesh pads wet and you've got wood resin hybrid, the wood gets wet. Then you need to let that work its way out. Otherwise, you're going to have problems with your CA finish. But yeah, this turned out great. You guys will see all that in the video. Had a great time making the video. I'm going to get set up here. I've got a live to do tonight, and then I've got a recording of You Made That, the podcast. So I think as far as shop-wise, I think I'm done for today. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. I want you to know that I truly appreciate your support and the fact that you keep coming back and watching these videos to see what's going on in the shop. I've got some great ideas for a lot more organization projects. I've got some great ideas of things I want to do around the shop. I'd like to get back to making some more blanks. I just need a little bit more time in the shop. And right now, my life is kind of crazy. So at the end of this video, I'm going to disappear for a while. You may see a video or two pop up that I recorded this weekend, but I won't be around for a while because I have some family things I have to take care of. And but don't worry, I'm not gone. I will be back. It's just I got to take care of priorities, and the channel will always be here, and you'll see me. And hopefully when I come back, I'll be energized and ready to go and have a lot more cool content for you. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you again very, very soon. Have a great day. Take care.